Hello, my name is Brian Knight, and I live near Melbourne in Australia. And it's just turned 5 o'clock in the morning on a Thursday for me. Um, Welcome there, Darren. Let's just share this. So, welcome to this live FOREX analysis session. Just note that any trades discussed in this group are to be classed purely as educational only. That's because we're a group of people helping each other, and we are not financial advisors. There is a full risk disclosure there and a little bit about us as live session traders. So, we trade what's called the relaxed method of trading. It's very relaxed. It's good. So let's go have a look at the charts. There we go. Okay. AUD CAD start off. It has been a bit choppy, but certainly it came off an outside here with a green triangle and did the buy pull back up. I mean, it is slowly working its way to the other side, but certainly a 3/4 would have worked there without any problem. Could have had one trade and the other would have been in um, at at entry basically, and then continue on. AUD So AUD CAD's the only one that's sort of buying. All the other AUDs are selling out. Now we're waiting here for a buy up. Just going to put that on pink because we now have a couple of buy candles. I'm just waiting for the trend bar to turn green, and then we can look at potentially this qualifies for a two trade option here. Okay, AUD Oh, where's the rails? There we go. So we've got two lots of green triangles. It did push up, then back down again. So it's a little suspicious, but we'll see how we go with it. It's also getting ready. We still have a red trend bar at the moment. So wait until we see something green in there. Okay. AUD NZD. Now it's still sitting in around the middle of the both rails. It has given us a short from there, and now anyway, could have looked at that for a sell from a 3/4 perspective. We'll see what happens here anyway, whether it pushes back up and we'll get a green. We might get a 3/4 to 3/4, something like that. But I'm not looking at that right at the moment. Welcome, Tom. Right. AUD and Singapore. Still, it did a red, green, red on the trend bar from a 3/4 down to basically, past 3/4, but still not something that that fulfills the criteria just at the moment. Well, it did there to there did. But there is no real, that wasn't quite there. So we'll just see. We might get a green trend bar. So it looks like, the AUDs may be turning. We'll see. All right. That's just business confidence. That's okay. AUD USD. So there was a lot of media stuff yesterday here. It's like, whoa, we've got the tariffs. So no exception. Oh, the politicians here went off their tree. Um, you know, um, what a way for it.
Welcome to the resistance, young man.
Yeah, it's interesting. This is not the way to treat a friend and ally. It's like, oh God.
He's doing it to the whole world.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
He's picking fights with anybody he can.
Yeah, yeah. The bullies love him, don't they? But that's okay. I love to see. It was yesterday. It was he's standing out the front of wherever with a whole line of Teslas with the henchmen, and it's no. If you tell you what, if you looked at like the history of Hitler, and you look at the how Hitler set up his government as such, or his regime, he had a henchman that looked after keeping the public under control. Oh gosh, it was so much the same. Right. So yeah, just chopping around too. Nothing there that it could have been from a 3/4 with a greenback, but well, again, I don't think there'd be a lot of profit in it, so it's not really worth it. Okay. CAD CHF. This again, green, couple of green candles. So it sort of turned around on the Monday, Tuesday. Oh, yeah, Monday, Tuesday. We'll just see. It's well out of the rails. Hey, Darren, a lot of these ones are setting themselves up. We've got, it's been a while. Look at this inside.
Yeah,
Oh, well, that's out, but now this is significantly outside the rail.
yeah. I mean, at some point here, we're gonna, well, we're gonna really kill him. We're gonna they'll all turn. Most of these will turn, and they'll go all the way to the other side of the X48. But it's
But
just it's just having the patience to wait and accept that you might get a few
yeah, false starts.
false starts. That's happened before.
Yeah.
But when the move does happen, as I found last year, you could end up with sort of 17, 18 winning trades on, you know, in a row sort of thing. Now, if you're doing that with double,
Yeah. I was about to say, yeah.
yeah, if you're doing that with double trades and a sort of slightly tighter stop loss than I was using previously, and potentially could be fantastic. It's just waiting for that.
But also too, Darren, we may need to be selective, because if we're in too many trades, you might end up going in.
Yeah,
You might have too much. I'm trying to think what the word is. Not
too much margin.
margin. Yeah, thank
Too
you. That's
much
the word.
margin. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So may need to be selective. So
yeah. That's right. Yeah,
we'll see. And then all you need to do is the ones that you're in dance around, and the ones you didn't get in tend to take off, and then you sit in the corner crying.
yeah. Well,
We'll
let's be
see.
positive. It's not going to be like that. Well, be
Yeah,
positive.
let's be, yeah. But we're dealing with crazy people doing crazy things.
Well, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
Eh,
That's the unpredictability of it, isn't it?
well, after yesterday, the stock market will go jump itself back down again. It's like, what the
But it
term they were
won't.
used?
I
Yeah.
know they're sort of saying, "Oh well, might have to put up with a bit of pain," but it, it it won't let that go on for too long. If the stock market's continuing to crash, he'll pull back from some of these tariffs. I'm almost sure he will.
Yeah.
Yeah, because well, it'll be, be crashing the economy if that happens.
Yeah, he won't care. All his friends are the
Well,
ones that'll scoop up stuff nice and cheap.
uh, Yeah. So we had Prime Minister Liz Truss, if you remember, only lasted a few weeks. She was accused of trashing the economy with some,
Yeah,
radical.
but it's different though, Darren. You have what's called a democracy that actually
Yeah,
works.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
they can actually do no confidence in Chuck, where he's stuck in for the rest of his um natural life, whatever that may be.
yeah,
So so Truss got a hanging, but he might just get a an end of life feeling. Anyway,
yeah.
so, uh, yeah. Oh, look, and also Ukraine. Oh, how's this? Like, oh, yep, we'll agree to a ceasefire. Now they got to put it to Russia, and I don't think Russia won't play game, so
No,
or play. Yeah, no. So anyway,
I mean,
we'll
even if they say they will, they won't.
they
They'll
won't. That's right.
you'll then see on the news there's been some attack, and Russia will say, "Oh, it's in response to something Ukraine's done." So
Yeah.
that's what will happen. That's what happens with these things. So
Mm. Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah.
sadly,
Rightio.
It's Israel and Palestine.
it is. Yeah, that's exactly
That's
what's
all
going
this
on there.
is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's Israel and Palestine. So now it's Russia and Ukraine.
yeah.
And then it's going to be the United States and Canada.
Yeah.
And they're just, yeah, seriously, because they've already
Yeah.
drawn up plans to financially damage Canada and take territory back above the Great Lakes. If they move the border above the Great Lakes, then they're willing to be able to move into other territories. They're going to do the exact same thing that I can't stand it. I can't stand it.
Yeah,
Yep.
I don't think Canada will stand back waiting for that stuff.
They're not. They're going to fight back.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's going to
Yeah.
trigger a war between the two of us. It's going to cause unrest here. He'll call martial law and round up civilians, whoever protests, put them on the front lines in Canada. Just push humans into Canada.
Oh, dear me.
There's all sorts of ways to work this. The idea is being in the right direction is what they're thinking. It's simple-minded, but yet it's the rest of the world can do it. Why can't we? Because we've lost that morality. There's no longer that the United States is the place to be. We are now the head of the axis of evil.
Head of the snake. So I was just saying yesterday though too, I mean it's what the saying is, evil lives when good men do nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
So we'll just see how that sort of plays out. All right, CAD CHF, let's see what happens when that gets ready to trend bar change. It'll probably do a push up, pull back, and we'll see how it all plays out though. CAD JPY, similar. We still have a red trend bar though, but we've got green. It's trying to push back up again. We'll just see. And with now, Darren, with the 3/4 at least, we've sort of got potentially some sort of a chance in relation to it. All right.
Yeah.
CHF JPY. I'm still in 2 trades of this, and yes, it's pushing up. Yes, it's green. Where is it? It's green, red. It's back to green again. So hopefully we get a push up 3/4. We'll see how we go anyway. I'm just hanging in there. Still in drawdown at the moment because I think I got in somewhere up here. It went positive and now it's gone back again a bit negative. But anyway, that was it's just showing this strategy in reality. It's just but not doing much of a quick thing. Now look, This is the euros and GBPs are just like everything's ripe at the moment. It's just crazy. Euro AUD. We have now 1 day of pullback and a red, and it's so far out, right? What are we going to do, Darren? We've got so many of them ready to ready to do its thing.
Yeah, no, there are a lot. It's yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's different ways you could take them all, but instead of going, I mean, you could just go for it. And if your account will, if they do all turn sort of around about the same time, you can just go for it. If your account will take it, or you could be selective, or you could instead of 1% for each trade,
Yeah,
i.e., 2% in total, you could just reduce your lot size, couldn't you? And go maybe 0.5% and half a
yeah,
percent.
yeah,
Yeah, you
and
could do that.
take
I think
advantage of.
I'd be more inclined to do that than trying to be too selective because, as you said, sod's law. You'll pick the you'll pick the bad ones, and the good ones will. And
Yeah,
you
that's the
keep
beauty
it.
of this. That's the beauty of this, Darren, with us on here discussing this, is to actually um, bring up the different potentials that we think about over time that we've learned that we could put into place. But you're absolutely right.
Yeah,
If it is that your margins getting sort of close, then you'll be looking at, or even that the number of trades potentially to take would do that, then you're just going to lower um, the actual percentage of the trade.
I mean,
Anyway,
hopefully they won't all sort of trigger at the same time, and I mean that's the thing. So you could be reaching the sort of 3/4 line
oh yeah, and some yeah,
on
but
some
once they,
while the others are just triggering. Yeah, and once you're
but
at the
also
3/4
too,
line, you
if
can
if a
break even.
number of them go into profit though, then it won't actually draw as much on the margin as well because they'll be in
So
profit to things. So
yeah,
anyway,
yeah.
but your AUD has 1 day now pullback. We'll just see. It's still well out of the rail. It's not any time to take a trade. So Tom, are you out of these now, or are you still in it?
No, I'm still in it.
Yeah, still in it, even though it's done that pullback. Yeah, okay. That's all cool. Cool. No worries. Right, EuroCAD saying they've all just sort of doing that. What is it? The Tuesday to Wednesday sort of move, UK stuff and US sort of move. I think I did say this, after that Trump got in, I did say this was going to be a roller coaster. It's like, uh, and yeah. All right, Euro CHF. Now this is a lot more radical in its moves. Look at it again. We're looking at potentially a sellout, but trend bar is still green on it. Euro GBP again, another day of pull back down. But look at that. 3/4 up, bang in. Just shows you would have hit the rail, got out, and you got like 4% on it. Okay.
4.14 is what I've got right now.
Yeah.
And I'm not looking for this to stop.
No.
I'm looking for this to climb.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I am as well at the moment, but not getting into it because I didn't get back in down here. But look,
Oh, you're
yeah,
not in this?
no. I'm not in any of the
Damn.
euros for the buys. No, that's okay. Because when it started off here, we had only just started to discuss the sort of the 3/4 and all that sort of thing because it hadn't really here, see, look at that. I don't know if you can see it, but a green triangle's coming and going here. It's even doing it now. But it wouldn't have been there before. This would have been 3/4. Now, because that's pulled back up, the rails have gone back up, and that would have been like a 3 or over 3/4 and then back up. So this is just something that I could have taken, but never did. That would have been a nice 3/4, and then, well, because it never made rail, it would have been a 3/4 and then out of the trade. Still would have been a good 2 or 3%. Right now, Euro JPY, I'm in this, and it's doing well.
Yeah, it just keeps going, that one.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it did a bit of a hiccup around the danger zone, and now it's pushing up. So I do have a TP at the, move that over. I do have a TP at the rail, or somewhere up here anyway. But I'm contemplating to stay into this. I don't know. I'm just sort of thinking about the what Tom has said too. I mean, why not stay in it while the trend bar is green? It'll probably come back to the same though. I'm just sort of thinking about it from to be able to, I suppose, you've got to keep that sort of greed in check and go, well, because I've already got a 3/4. I think it came up here and profited 3/4 on the trade, pull back down again, now push back up towards the rail. Because what should happen now, or should have happened. Oh, let's have a look at what I've got. Hang on a minute. Oh, you can't see, but what I should have is I should have a stop loss at entry, which I don't have. Oh, what am I doing? Right, that's not good enough, is it? Stop loss should be at entry. Here we go. Okay. 157.474. Right. Okay. So that's at entry. So wherever I entered here. Yeah, it's somewhere around here that I got in. So now if it comes back, I would, but I think that maybe even we'll just see where that sits. But what I really should be doing is putting it up to here somewhere. 158.831. 158.831. There we go. So now, in actual fact, it's not. It's now. Well, it's not a big difference, but it's enough that there would be, if it comes back down, it would actually be a profit. Now, I do have a TP set. 163,211. Yeah, it's up here. But anyway, I'll just leave it at the moment and maybe observe, because it just depends on what happens here, whether it turns. So it still would profit me. So I'd have one at 3/4 and one back in here. And if it comes to the rail, I could profit. We'll see. Anyway, just a thought. All right, so that's where that's at. You're in it too, Darren, aren't you? I mean, did you get into that as a trade?
Sorry, that was me. Sat nav. Ignore that. Sorry, which pair was that again, Brian?
Euro JPY. Oh, you were
No,
driving.
no,
You didn't
I
get
didn't
into
get
it.
in it. I didn't get in it. It didn't have candle body outside the rail, so I was
Right.
still using the old rules then and didn't get in it. Obviously,
Yeah.
under the new rules, that would have been a nice 3/4
Yeah.
trade,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
I'd have been done now and out. Yeah.
Yeah, 3/4 with one trade. Well, I got into two trades here and got knocked out the two trades, and then got into two trades again. So and one's been successful and the other one's still in play. Right, and it's in a no lose situation at the moment. Euro NZD again, this is another, get rid of that. Yeah, we've still got a green trend bar. Look out, get the rails. Yep, look how far out the rails they are. We've got a red and a red. You know, there's triangles telling us that there's going to be some potentially a turn on that. So that's good. Another one. So it's about 8 or 9 already. Euro Singapore. Well, it's not done anything to turn as yet. It well out of the rail. And that would have been 3/4. What were we doing, Darren? We were asleep at the wheel. But then again, the only consolation for this not taking this trade is that Tom didn't take it either.
I don't trade that pair.
No, I know. That's what I mean. It's the only consolation we got. Anyway, there's no turn yet on trend bar. No, there's a bit of a doji candle for the day. I mean, it did it there and then continued. So we'll just see. Euro USD, maybe this sort of deal now in Europe, for Ukraine might just sort of cool down any sort of possibility of European troops or that sort of stuff. I think, I don't know, did you see it where they said, Ukraine's agreed to a 1-month ceasefire or whatever, and then Russia didn't say anything except, yeah, but we're not going to accept any peacekeepers in the country. Like, we're not having any other military.
Well, there will be, won't there? I think inevitably there will be. There will be. This thing's not going to end without some kind of military presence in Ukraine. It's not going to do it. I just can't see it.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah, but then that military, then all of a sudden, if they start having a go at other countries' military stuff, then it'll be on, and inevitably that's what's going to happen. I mean, he's not going to stop where he's a maniac anyway. So, all right, so Euro USD, same big push out, ready, another turn. So waiting for that trend bar. GBPs. All right, GA. Here we go again. Another waiting for a turn. Just the same as the euros, or very similar to euros. So GAGN will be much the same. GCAD. Again. Look at that. Out, no triangle, and up she goes. That would have been a 3/4 for sure. All right. GBP CHF. This has been really weird, this one. So still would not have traded it, even though I've got a pink on there, but I mean it came from 3/4 and it just sort of danced around, because what I'd be doing is you'd get out of the red and it's too messy at this point. Right, GJ, I'm in 2 trades on that one, and it never stopped me out. And so it's going in the right direction. It hasn't quite made it to the 3/4 yet, but when it does, I'll have one positive trade, hopefully, out of it. And we'll see. I've got the other one set at the rail, but if I do, that should be the sign for me. If it actually profits out on the 3/4, I need to move my stop loss on the second trade to entry. Just got to remember that.
Is there a
right?
I think there was a long on this earlier, wasn't there? Is that showing now?
There's a long there now, right now.
Yeah. So
on mine, and there's a long back when I took the trade, or just after I took the trade.
Yeah. So that's a good sign. Anyway, we've got a long now, so that should push up now at least the 3/4 line, I would think. But
yeah, I hope so.
I hope so. Yeah.
Yeah. Rightio. GN is the same as GA. We're well outside, still green. Got one red pullback, but waiting for it to to pull back down again too. I think the New Zealand dollar's not doing too well at the moment as well, same as the AUD because of this tariff war crap going on. Right, GBP in Singapore. That Singapore dollar is really weakened off. It's well out of the rail as well. It's great. Been waiting for that. I mean, back here was middle of January. That was about when I started to look at starting to trade again. And it's just all that time has been pushing up now where, 13th of March, and we're looking at potentially getting trades for, a month or more going back down potentially. We'll see. GU, same sort of thing. That would have been, yeah, no, you profited out of there, and then now you did a double profit on that one. I think that was old rules actually.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Or hybrid rules, and the GBP Singapore, that was a profit, 2 trades, bang, done.
Yeah.
Right, NZDs in CAD. Now, if this turns here and it doesn't come out, this would be a good 3/4 trade. We'll just wait to see. Yeah. It's something that I'm looking at. It just depends. If we get a red trend bar, then I might look at this potentially into a sell. We'll see. A single trade. NZD CHF. Out of the rail. We do have one green triangle, but you don't have any body out. But if I get a green on this, I might look at this potentially for a buy. We'll see. Again, these are a little sketchy, a bit touchy, these ones, because they could quite easily push further down, even though they have broken the low. So normally you go push, and this is an example of sort of like a 3/4 to 3/4, like change there to there. NJ. Now we have a green. So really this is, how do I put there? This is in actual fact now a situation I should really be getting into this trade with a double trade.
Oh, double.
Yeah, because it's got triangles and it's come outside the rail.
But it's only a wick outside the rail, is it? Or have I got that wrong? Oh no,
No, there's bodies
no, we
out.
don't have a long yet though, do we? For me, so
No, you don't. You don't. No,
no.
no. But for me, I'm doing it on a change of trend bars. So, I mean, this is purely mechanical.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to see how the day turns out, and then at like the end of this trading day, and then look at potentially getting into 2 trades. I mean, again, this is not about emotions. This is just purely about a mechanical trade. Tom, what do we got in? Let's have a look at your NJ here and what prediction it has, or geez, take this. Just got to wait for it to. Need this. Reload the page. There we go. Yeah, more. Gee, I'll need to restart computer, I think, today. No. Well, Tom, you can tell. You got NJ there?
Yeah, I'm currently in the
And
sell.
yeah. That doesn't look sure.
I'm
Yeah,
just
you're
waiting for
currently
it
in
to
a
give me
sell.
a final push down,
Yeah,
and
before it turns.
before it turns back up.
Okay, right, yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So
It does not show up
I'm
on the
just
screen.
waiting for my sell to complete basically. By the
Yeah, okay.
time my buy kicks in, it'll be going the other direction, and I'll take whatever
Yeah.
profit I get out of that trade.
Yeah. Yeah, we're changing from a sell to a buy. Okay.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. In you. Oh, this is a bit messy. It's still in this middle. I'm not really looking at anything in here unless we sort of get a red at the 3/4 for a trade. But that would have been a 3/4 to 3/4 there. And then back up 3/4 to 3/4 back up. Anyway, it's a little bit tight though to even consider. Singapore Japanese yen. Now this is as well. I lost 2 trades on this one back at the start, and this is also the same situation as NJ. With CHF JPY and GBP JPY and Euro JPY all sort of moving in the right direction, then potentially these are ones that maybe worthwhile. So I've got to consider both of those pairs. I think I'll wait until after the spread calms down a little bit this morning, my morning. USD CAD, and nothing in there at the moment. Yeah. So what's the prospects, Tom, of a revolution in the US
Oh, I have
or
no
or
idea.
or an uprising?
I have no idea. I mean, I don't know. I know how
Yeah,
I feel, and I'm sure I'm not the only one.
yeah.
I'm just waiting. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when.
Okay. Oh wow.
So,
Okay.
and
When
it's not like it's going to happen like, 3, 4, 5 weeks coming, slowly at us. It's going to be a trigger. There's going to be a tipping point,
Hmm.
and it's going to happen fast. Because I got to think there's opposition out there somewhere meeting that I'm not aware of.
Yeah. Yeah.
well, they're already making a noise about hitting hard these protesters against these anti-Musk, anti-Tesla protesters, aren't they? So they've already said they're gonna feel the full force of the law, which I mean, ordinarily I wouldn't necessarily disagree with that, because maybe you wonder whether that's the start of something a lot worse. I don't know.
Yeah. If you piss off enough people,
Yeah.
they're not going to be happy. Oh yeah, UCAD's interesting. Just playing around. USD we're getting a situation where potentially it may buy back, but I don't have a trend bar change. Just got to wait for the rail. Yeah, so we're well out of the rails. It looks like to buy back, but we'll see. Everything's sort of coming to a bit of a. It will be gradually, it'll fall in, but it just looks like there's lots of opportunities coming up. UJ, here's another one. So UJ, Singapore J, and New Zealand J. There's 3 that are potential trades, and these are 3 that I actually lost. I lost 2 trades on every one of them from this turn and push back down. So we will just we'll see. But from a mechanical perspective, it's just taking the trade. So we'll see. But you can see it pushed up, back down again, pushed up, back down again, pushed up. Is it just going to push them back down? We'll see. USD and Singapore. We're in wait till the rails, but we're outside of rail, if I remember rightly. Gosh. Just we don't have any green trend bar at all. So rightio. And then so much for gold. Let's watch some news. I thought, gold's gone down. Sure. We now got it pushing back up again. Look at all the red. It's going to go down stuff. It's just pushing back up. Silver's the same, I'm pretty sure. You look at, yeah, it's coming back to the rail as well. And quite decisively, the pushes are on this. Bitcoin's back down to 82. Boom, 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 dropping. It's dropping down like anything. And what's oil gone back up a bit? Okay, it's lifted. Right, but we've still got a red trend bar currently. And we're at rails. So it's outside of rails? Yeah. It did go out. We've got a couple of green triangles. So nothing green on the trend bar yet, and you don't have a long, Darren. So we just have to wait. It's a wait and watch situation.
On US oil?
Yeah, US oil. So Darren has made two. Was that under the old rules? It was under old rules, wasn't it?
It was. I mean, it was still pretty good under the old rules, but it would have been fantastic under the new rules. 2 trades on that, so with a tight stop loss, but
tight
as it would have been, would have been a beauty, that one.
3/4 and then a full one, and she's
Yeah. So I think we need the dollar to turn, at least for a while, don't we? To turn things in our direction. So I know we say this is purely mechanical, but we really do need something fundamental to give the dollar a reason to push up, don't we?
Well, you got all these things coming up.
Yeah.
You got inflation rates, and because that's what they were saying. He's going to put the country into recession. So we'll see. Yeah. Have enough people unemployed. You have enough thing. You're going to have a bit of unrest.
Well, if the tariffs start to push prices up and we get a bit of inflation back in the US economy, that will potentially affect interest rates, which could benefit the dollar.
Yeah.
Benefit some of our potential
trades,
possibly.
Yeah. But that's really quite slow moving, though, too, Darren, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, no worries. Well, I've got a decision to make on 3 potential trades later this morning. That's what I'm saying. This relaxed method is you just take your time, make the decision based upon what the charts are telling you. And as a mentor said a long time ago, just let the market come to you. You don't go chasing it. Just let it come and tell you what it's doing. Yeah. Anyway, Tom, so it must be it's getting close to the situation for you from the trade you're in to maybe changing over to another direction. It looks like the market's sort of about time to sort of make a turn. potentially.
Yeah, I watched one this morning. I think it was USD JPY, and I watched it this morning. I won that trade,
Yeah.
and it clicked me out of my
Sell
sell into a buy.
into a buy. Yeah. And then suck back. Yeah. Hmm.
So now I just wait. If this, because typically by the fourth candle or the fourth
Yeah.
brick, I should say, I'll
Yep.
get my long, and I will confirm that it is indeed going back up. I don't know
Mhm.
how far because it does tell me that.
Mm.
But even if it pushes up, just to not beat that high right there at that red candle, will
Mhm.
give me profit, and I can move my stop up to my entry
Yeah.
point,
Yeah. Yeah. So
and
you're
then
at
just let it run.
yeah. Yeah. So you're at a no loss situation. Yeah.
Right. So if it's going to fail, it's going to tell me immediately that it's going in the wrong direction by giving me a candle pointing down.
Mm.
And then I'll just get out of the trade at break even.
Yeah. Yeah. No loss. That's great. It's
Right,
good
exactly.
strategy. Oh, well, we're developing it, guys. I mean, as we become a little bit further along this journey, the trading journey, you sort of get a lot more knowledge in it. And even in a volatile situation like we're in, we can still trade it. All right, no worries. Okay, maybe till tomorrow. How's that sound?
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Now we've got a few decisions, and Darren, we've got to work out how many we're going to be potentially jumping into. There's like at least 15 to 20 trades potentially.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. But under these sort of new rules, well, in theory, not be in them as long as was under the old rules. Because some of them would be out over the 3/4 line and that sort of thing. So, but yeah, that'll be interesting. I think I'll probably be getting in a couple later.
Yeah.
I get to have a look at the charts when I get to my hotel.
Okay. Hey, you're back on the road going. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
No worries.
yeah. I got this meeting in the sort of southwest of the country, and I completely forgot about it until about 3:30, 4 o'clock this afternoon, and thought, oh, Christ, I forgot all about that. I had a hotel booked and everything, and I nearly forgot about it.
Yeah, well, that's what trading will do to you.
Yeah, that's right.
Your focus is somewhere else. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. So anyway, so I had to
Is this an
quickly.
evening? This is an evening meeting.
No. It's in the morning, but it's a bit too far to do it
Oh, so yeah, you're
in the
going there to
morning.
stay, so you got
Yeah,
a meeting. Okay, no worries. Yeah, cool.
yeah.
All right then.
So it was out of that, or I set off at like 5 in the morning. It's a bit too early for me. So
Go make life easy. All right then.
yeah.
Well, safe travels, Darren. Take it easy, mate.
Take care,
Okay.
guys.
Thank you.